The tonneau cover lift cylinder in the center of the tonneau cover tends to be the first one to leak on the Eclipse. And it's really easy to remove and replace. Let me show you how. So here it is. That tonneau cover lift cylinder, part number MN181812, tends to leak first on the bottom where the bottom plug is fused to the cylinder housing, and that makes it appear as if the leak was from the hose, but it's actually from the bottom of the cylinder. And another thing that can happen, which is really unfortunate, is if somebody didn't think things through, they tried to keep the tonneau cover open by putting vice grips on the shaft here. The marks that the vice grips leaves on the shaft will then for sure damage any seal in the cylinder that those marks slide through. So never ever put vice grips on here. There would be a surcharge to replace a damaged shaft. Now you see I'm doing this all from the rear seat. It's a lot easier on the back, plus you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, here's a really neat trick. The soft top tool that's hidden in the trim panel around the rear subwoofer fits into a hole up here in the hinge, and that prevents the cover from coming down when you take the cylinder out. So let's get to it. Cylinder removal. Let's first cut one zip tie here. That's tying the wires from the hall sensor to the upper hose. Next, let's get the E-clip off the mounting clip on the bottom. It's an E-clip, which means we can put a small flat screwdriver in the gap over here and just pry it loose. And that way we have loosened up the lower mounting pin. That was just prep work. On the upper mounting pin, the upper ball joint, that has a circlip around it that holds it in place. And to remove that circlip, you actually don't want to remove it all the way. To get that circlip ready, all you have to do is walk a small flat screwdriver into the gap between the circlip and the rear of the ball joint, and walk that circlip or off the groove here about 1/8 of an inch or so. So you don't want to take it off all the way, you just walk it up a little bit. Now it is extended, and this allows us to take the ball joint off the ball. Before we take the cylinder out though, let's first take off the hoses, because it's nice and easy to work on these clips while the cylinder is still mounted in place. These stainless steel clips slide in the rail and they hold the hose fittings in place. We need to loosen them up a little bit. So, in order to loosen the clips up, I like to start with the bottom one, put my small flat screwdriver on the very tips of this clip, pound on it, and this clip moves down like 30 seconds of an inch or less, or 1/2 millimeter. That gives me enough room to get the small flat screwdriver in a gap between the fitting and the clip and take the clip out. Here we go. Lower clip is out, and I can now take out the hose. Have paper towels ready. There's going to be a few drops of fluid coming out, nothing major, just the fluid that had been under pressure from the cover having sunk into this tool. Fluid out of the hose itself shouldn't come out because capillary forces should keep the fluid in. That will only happen if there's some air pressure in the system. So we have a few drops here, but nothing major. And on the top, what I prefer doing is first taking out the travel sensor. To do that, you pry your small flat screwdriver between the cylinder body and the sensor itself. Now I've loosened it up, and I can put my small flat screwdriver under the tool and under the sensor and pull the sensor out. I have to turn the sensor here a little bit to get around the fitting. Now that gives me some room to have my small flat screwdriver again under the bottom of that clip. Pound on it. It came up a little bit. I can put my screwdriver in this little gap and push the clip up. Now, many people would be inclined to just use pliers to pull the clip up. Try to not do that, because pliers will bend the clip and make it hard to use. So let's just pry it up, take it out carefully, and here we go, taking out our upper hose fitting as well. Now let's take out the lower mounting pin. Lower mounting pin is out. Now we just angle this and pull, and there we are. Our old cylinder has been removed. Now we can install the fresh new one from Top Hydraulics. You recognize the dimples have been modified a little bit, which means we actually machined this thing open top and bottom, replaced and upgraded 7 seals in the cylinder, making it better than new. Plus, well, this is one where the old cylinder was victim of vice grips on the shaft, so we actually had to replace this shaft with a new one that we make out of hardened chromed stainless steel. Let me first put the hose fittings back on. Before the hose fittings, let's do the hall sensor, travel sensor. That clips into place just like that. Then the upper hose. Now this one happened to still have the O-ring on it. Sometimes the O-rings stay in the old cylinder when you take the fitting out. Actually, most of the time they do. Now when we ship cylinders to you, they always have a bag with 4 little O-rings. That's 2 O-rings for the 2 hose fittings plus 2 spares. Take one of those O-rings, put the O-ring on the hose fitting here, then ease the hose fitting into the cylinder. Basically hold your fitting and then move the cylinder close to it for that fitting to be at the right angle and for the fitting to go into the cylinder easily. You don't want to force it, it just goes in there easily, and then we secure it with our clip. And same thing on the bottom. This one still has the O-ring on. Normally you're supposed to replace that O-ring. Just for expediency, let me just put this fitting in here. It slides in there easily. So here's our clip. We slide that back into place and secure it. Put the lower mounting pin through the cylinder. So the pin is in place. We have the circlip ready to be pushed down. There we go. Now last thing is the ball joint. Really easy. Zip. It's in place.